Now I'm starting this vlog almost 4 weeks before it will actually be uploaded on YouTube, because as I've said in a previous vlog, I'm having some time off from work, a month, and so I'm trying to get ahead with some videos ready to upload to YouTube. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull up the last of the rhubarb. It should have been done a couple of days ago, but I'll pull that up now and then decide a little bit later what I'm going to do with it. Just going to check a little bit around the beans. Something is eating them already, what's forming on there. But I'll keep going, keep watering them and see what happens. And then there is just by here a rose that should be in the corner there, and it's spread right way up through here. And I'm going to do something with that because it's getting to be quite a wild looking rose. But I'll deal with the rhubarb first. I can tell this rhubarb should have been picked sooner. Some of it's a little bit on the tough side, but it'll be okay for something. So that's quite a nice collection of rhubarb there. Make some jam or some crumbles with that. There are some roses on the end of here, but it's I'll see what I can do. Maybe I can just tie it up with a stick for now. Put it up by there, if it'll stay. That'll do for now. Now, I have got a gooseberry bush here. I've had nothing off it before, but I've noticed there's some red gooseberries on here. So I'll pick them and they can go in with the rhubarb crumble. When I was growing up on the farm, we had a paddock, which was quite a large paddock, which my father decided to turn into an area where he would have black currants and gooseberries. And there's one thing I hated having to do was pick the gooseberries and the black currants, especially these. They're prickly and fiddly. And I remember we'd come home from school and he'd send us down and we'd be picking them for ages because he had so many. It was the same with the orchards as well. We had apples, pears, and he used to grow them and take them to Bulmer's in Hereford. And come October half term, we'd spend it out in the orchard picking the fruit. I do like gooseberries, just so fiddly to collect. A neighbour a few doors down that way gave me a kilo of gooseberries in the week, last week I think it was. So I managed to make about 7 jars of gooseberry jam. But there's not enough here to make a jam with. It's a wonder the birds haven't been pecking at these. This morning in the garden I wasn't quick enough for the camera, but I just managed to catch some fledgling greenfinch in the garden. So it's working, having the suet and sunflower hearts back out again, drawing them to the garden. So there's a few gooseberries. I'll mix them in with the rhubarb. Now I did dig half of this over the other day to see if there's any more rogue potatoes or ones that I hadn't pulled up, and there was nothing. So they've not gone down very deep, and I'm just going to dig a little bit here as well. Well, that's all the potatoes up from out of the soil. I did mention at the beginning that I'm getting ahead on my videos, and I've just realised while I've been digging this over that it's I'm out of breath now. I've realised that today is actually the 16th of July, so it'll be nearly a month before this video will go out. But the 16th of July is important because it's 6 years today since we had the keys for this house, and this, or the whole lot here, is clay. So each year I've been adding compost into it, digging it over twice each year, and then my friend Graham gave me a load of his compost that he produced from a garden that he looks after at a pub the other side of Stanley. So I did quite a number of bags of that into this at the beginning of this year, and now it's much better. Still see the lumps of clay or stones every now and again, but that's so much easier now. Come September, once the runner beans are finished with, I'll dig it all over, cover it with some polythene, ready for next season. Last year I did plant some Christmas potatoes, but we had some frosts early in September and just about finished them off, so I shan't be doing that again this year. But I have still got the potatoes that I've been growing in these bags, and it's been a real struggle to keep these wet. Like everything else, it's just so dry. I've used gallons and gallons of water with the watering. So I'm just going to tip, I've got, what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 containers. So I'm just going to tip this one out just to see what is in these in the way of growth of potatoes. Well, that doesn't look too good, does it? I can feel one. There's a few here. They're actually nicer potatoes than what were in the ground. Of course, what this is doing is it's adding more compost to the garden as well. Well, there's not many there. There's a meal for 2 of us. I'll try one of the other ones as well. That's not too bad. Nice, tidy, clean potatoes. again, looking at this raspberry cane, there's just nothing really forming on it. Just a little bit of fruit showing, but doesn't look like it's coming to much. We'll have another quick look just here on the apples. Again, they're not get a bit of sunlight on those. They're not growing very big. And the pears, there are some there. It's more than we've had before. And again with the plums, nothing ripening yet, not anywhere near ripening. But it's disappointing that they've been dropping off again because it's been so dry. The bedding plants, despite all the watering, they're just coming to an end. I've got another of the seashell cosmos come out in the back. Just keep soaking it and it's drying up straight away. There's a few more lily heads there, so they might still come out. Another nice purple cosmos. Cosmos again there. And then mixed in is the Nemesia. And the Clark here, which is dying off. Nice white cosmos. And we'll just go and have a look at the tomatoes again. I'm putting, I don't know what this is, it's a 2-gallon watering can, I think. And I'm using that twice a day on these, and they're just drying out. Even the leaves are curling. And that's with the greenhouse door open. The window up there is open. And the fruit is there, but it's just not turning at all. It's just staying green. And there's very little fruit forming anywhere else, just the odd one. So we'll see. In fact, that soil is, compost is bone dry. And I watered that about 12:15, I would think. And it's 2:45. So 6 years today since we had the keys. We didn't move in till the 17th of August, so we didn't start doing any work in the garden until after then. And this is what we've got 6 years later. And I will show a picture in comparison to what it was like when we first moved in. Just come back down here again to it's a beautiful red rose. Red is my favourite colour. And this lavender from seed 2 years ago, and I didn't think it was going to do anything last year, but I put it in the garden and it's come this year. So that's another vlog put together. I know it's I'm way ahead of when it's going to be put online, but that's the way it needs to be at the moment. And then hopefully by the middle to the end of August I'll be back to keeping them relatively up to date. This is the area that I put a load of canes across to stop the pigeons, and this is the first time I've managed to keep this all growing. So it worked, and moving the bird feeder away as well. See these cosmos. Again, some more Clark here. And then behind there are the rest of my potatoes, which I'll just take them as I need them and use them. So thanks again for watching this vlog. Please like and subscribe, and then we'll keep more up to date roughly by the end of August, beginning of September.